Hello everyone, it's Cheryl here today, and I am not in my bedroom today. I am in my kitchen, because today we're going to be making something. We are going to be making Oreo balls today. They are probably one of my favorite desserts to make because they're so easy and they taste really good. I am going to be making them gluten-free today because I have celiac disease, so I cannot eat gluten, but if you don't want to make them gluten-free, you can just make them with regular Oreos. But I'm going to be using gluten-free Oreos, which you will see in the video because I'm going to be doing a voiceover just to kind of keep it a little bit less rambly and more to the point. So yes, I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, give this a thumbs up. And yeah, so let's get on to the tutorial. Okay, so for this recipe, you're going to need some Oreos, some cream cheese, and some chocolate. I originally thought that it was a kind of 1-to-1 ratio, but it's only if you're using regular Oreos and not gluten-free Oreos, because the gluten-free Oreos have less in a package. Okay guys, so the next step is you are going to want to smash the Oreos. So to do this, I just put it in a plastic bag that I don't care about because it's probably going to get holes in it. And I'm just going to take a rolling pin and literally smash them to bits. Now if you have a food processor or a really good blender, you can use that. However, my blender sucks, as you can see in the background. It's like really prehistoric. And so I have to do this just to speed up the process. However, it is really great because you can get all your stress out from the day. Okay, so the next step is you are going to want to blend the mixture. You want to blend it until it's about a doughy consistency. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just so that you can pretty much mold it into a ball. So I am using a fork to push down the Oreos, but you do not have to do this if your blender is actually good, and to be honest, this is probably not recommended because it will break your blender and fork, but I'm an idiot and I needed some way to blend it well, so that's what I did, but it's definitely not recommended. So here is just the finished product. The next step after that is you are going to add cream cheese to your mixture. I used around 1.5 packets of cream cheese, but if you're using regular Oreos, you'll use about 1 cream cheese packet to every tub of Oreos. And so what you do for this is you just take out a slice of cream cheese and you mix it slowly with the Oreo mixture, and you want to do this until it's combined really well, and you can do this with a fork. And then at the end, I started using my hands just to mix it really well. And then once you have the mixture kind of all together and mixed well, you're going to want to cool it off in the refrigerator just so that it's easier to roll into balls. Okay, so the next step is you're going to want to roll them into balls. I like to do the size of about a ping pong ball, so all you have to do is just take a chunk of the dough, roll it with your palms, and then you want to put it on some parchment paper because this will allow it to not stick when we put the chocolate on it.
'Cause I really don't care where you are, I just wanna be there where you are, and I gotta get one little taste. Your sugar, yes please, won't you come and put it down on me? I'm right here, 'cause I need little love, little sympathy. Yeah, you show me good loving me.
Okay, so now we are going to cover the balls in chocolate. So all you're going to do with that is you're going to need a double boiler. I had a double boiler and I found out the hard way that if you don't use a double boiler and you try to use a makeshift double boiler, it will boil over. So my mom actually got me a double boiler, which I'm using now. And then you're just going to want to pour chocolate in it and just melt it. I used around 3 bags of chocolate for my 3 Oreo containers. I'm guessing if you're using real Oreos, you're going to need more chocolate. So you're just going to want to stir it until it is nice and smooth. So once you have the chocolate melted, you're going to want to dip the balls into the chocolate. I used 2 methods to do this. I used kind of a method where I kind of took a spoon and kind of like put the chocolate over it. And then the other method I used was putting the ball directly into the chocolate and just using the spoon to kind of roll it into the chocolate. I found both methods worked really well, except I kind of liked at the end the rolling the ball into the chocolate method. And then all you want to do is just want to have it thoroughly coated and then just put it back on the parchment paper so that you can put it back in the refrigerator to set.
that red velvet, I want that sugar sweet. Don't let nobody touch it unless that somebody's me.
So after I covered them in chocolate, I put them in the refrigerator to cool off and let the chocolate harden. And after about 30 minutes, they should be hardened, but if you want to keep them overnight, that always makes sure that they will be nice and cooled off for the morning. So what I did is I just took them off the parchment paper and put them in a little container so that I could take them to school. I also put little sprinkles on them before the chocolate cooled, but that's optional, of course. And this is how they turned out. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and you should definitely try it and tell me how you guys like it. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!